Welcome everybody to the Bitlantis News. I'm your host Kahzi, and I'm here to tell you all the constant drama that revolves around the Bitlantis SMP. First up on the news, Arothtic, a famous politician, joined the SMP for the very first time, winning a court case against Skeleton 65, alleging that Skelly held his family hostage so that Arothtic would not join the SMP. Now online, Arothtic has been declared himself king of the brand new kingdom, Shenew, which is currently being constructed. The new kingdom is bustling with activity, with many colonists arriving such as Ender, Jeff, and more. We currently have Arothtic here with us to tell us more about the future of Shenew. Everybody welcome Arothtic onto the stage. Arothtic, it's so nice to see you back on the SMP after your long trip.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I'm really excited to build Shenew on the SMP.
I can see that. But first, how popular do you see Shenew being in the future?
Well, you see, Kahzi, people are sick of the status quo. With restrictive leaders, taxes, and other issues plaguing the current settlements, Shenew is in a prime position to not only become a great city, but a true empire. A beacon of light in the darkness of Rome and Napa Valley. Ugh.
Yeah, I can see why you think that. What season do you think was the best for Shenew?
Well, I think that Season 2 was the best for us. We had the largest town on the server with tons of cool builds. I mean, Spencer's house was great that season, we had an awesome bunker, and Napa didn't talk NPCs that season, so we didn't have to deal with him. It was heaven.
Alright, now be honest. I know Shenew and Napa Valley have had a rivalry in the previous seasons. Is Shenew really better than Napa Valley?
Should human rights not exist? The answer to both questions is an obvious yes.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Napa, how'd you even get in here?
That's not important. What is important is the fact that you think Shenew is better than Napa Valley.
Whoa, I never said that.
He doesn't need to say it, it's true.
Before I got here, I grabbed this rock. This rock has accomplished more than your town ever will. Now don't worry, I'm not insulting your town. I'm just describing it.
Oh, Napa, your town is so dead. Bitzel's YouTube channel would fit right in.
I treasure the time I don't spend with you.
I can't stand you. You know, Napa, your voice was gorgeous during Season 2. Why don't you go back to talking like that?
Whoa! Break it up, you two! Security!
Hey, stop fighting!
Phew, that could have gotten ugly. Anyway, more news has been released about the End. In the beginning of the week, the End was released to the public thanks to the Wizard. They had to fight the Ender Dragon, which was one of the toughest fights on the server due to the dragon's enhanced abilities in fighting. Once the Ender Dragon was defeated, many people of the SMP began searching for End cities, but what they didn't know about it is that some of them are custom generated. However, that still didn't stop people from farming shulkers and getting End loot. One fellow known as Ender took on the task of creating an Ender for the community. After trial and error, Ender's Ender was created. So if you ever need to farm XP levels on the SMP, just head to the Ender and get it there. Yet, the Ender Dragon is a tough boss. Many players are spawning it to farm elytras, which are used to sell in their shops, like PyroTechnics, our sponsor for this episode of the news. For today's advertisement, Rebubka will be doing a stunt on a hot air balloon 500 blocks off the ground to show off her amazing products that you can buy at PyroTechnics. You ready, Rebubka?
I never agreed to a stunt. I don't think this is very safe.
Well, that sucks.
I'm doing it. Don't try this at home, kids, or else you might...
Shop now at PyroTechnics for the best fireworks and elytras on the market. Make sure to contact Rebubka1462 for any questions you might have. Too bad I couldn't ask when she was going to restock again. Whatever, and back with the news. This week's SMP Patch Notes are quite stale as one of the SMP staff, Dispense Diamond, was on a trip. But there have been even more new shops being created and renovated at spawn. People are selling or giving away their old property to new players, such as Nexus's Building Shop, Shenew Traders, PyroTechnics, and the Sussy Ruins. All of these shops are now open if you're interested. There have also been news on the inn being made next at spawn. We do not know the time of when it will be constructed, but I would ask Charlotte sometime next week for any updates. Although, that's all the SMP Patch Notes for today. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of our sponsors in each episode. With your guys' help, we now have hired a weatherman to give you guys updates on the weather. And our new weatherman for Bitlantis News is yours truly, Arothtic. Now Arothtic, how was the weather for this week?
Thanks, Kahzi. Welcome to the Bitlantis Barometer, Bitlantis' best weather station. The upcoming weather for the week on the Bitlantis SMP is looking stormy. In more ways than one! We've got some thunderstorms coming that should start sometime within the next few days. Oh! They're here a little sooner than expected. It's going to be raining axolotls and llamas out there for the next few days, so make sure to wear a rain jacket or max netherite. Your choice. As for the temperature, well, it's looking pretty toasty with temps in the mid to high 80s for the next few days. Here to comment is our resident weather correspondent, Jeff. Jeff, how's it looking out there?
Well, it's a little bit toasty out here, so make sure to wear your sunscreen. Back to you, Jeff.
Exactly, Jeff. It is gorgeous out. Just make sure to wear some sunscreen. Lastly, we're receiving reports of a tropical storm off the coast of Napa Valley. This information was initially strange as Napa Valley doesn't lie on a coast, but it's come to our attention that God hates that town so much he wants it wiped off the face of the earth in any way possible. And personally, I can't agree more. Back to you, Kahzi.
That is all the news this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. The news production team apologizes for the delay of the Bitlantis Biddies Awards ceremony. We are trying our best to get it out as soon as we can. If there are any updates, check SMP announcements to get notified. I hope all of you all enjoyed the episode today, but don't leave yet because we have some hidden bloopers coming next. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for 60 subscribers. Ka-chow!
I'll never forget the first time we met, but I keep trying.
Napa, if I wanted to kill myself, I'd climb up to your ego and jump down to your IQ.
Buddy, if I throw the stick, would you leave?
You know, Napa, I have a lot of respect for you, actually. It takes so much effort to be this dumb for this long.
Of course I'm talking like an idiot. How else could you understand me?
Napa, if you spent as much time on your town as you do your roasts, maybe people would actually care about it.
Buddy, your town makes onions cry.
What about Starville?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about towns that matter.
One thing we can agree on.
Okay.